The official adventures of The Flash. Barry Allen, the young police scientist whose amazing accident caused him to become the world's fastest human, chose to use his gift fighting crime and injustice, adopting the name and guise of an earlier legendary hero, the Flash. But how did it all begin? One day, as Barry Allen was seated in his home reading a book.
This old comic book can tell me everything I need to know about the original Flash, J. Garrick. It starts here.
The Flash, faster than lightning, swifter than the speed of light itself, is the Flash, reincarnation of the winged Mercury. His speed is the dismay of scientists, the joy of the oppressed, and the wonder of multitudes. But before he became known and feared as the fastest thing on Earth, J. Garrick was an unknown student at Midwestern University.
Hi, Joan. Joan.
Oh, Jay, it's you.
Joan. Say, how about your victory dance date with me?
I don't think so, Jay. You're only a scrub on the football team, and Captain Voltryon's already asked me.
You mean you won't go with me just because I'm a football scrub?
No, but because the man of your build and brains could be a star. A scrub is just an old washwoman. You won't put your mind to football. That's why, Jay.
So, I'm an old washwoman, huh? I'll show her.
But Jay's resolution seems doomed to failure. For on the practice field, Jay is tackled and thrown time and again.
Come on, Lightfoot. Jay, play straight firmly. Haven't I told you before? Now, again, go. Oh, no. Garrick, forget it. Back to the bench.
But in the research laboratory, the football dub is a brilliant student.
Jay, you've studied the atomic gases emanating from hard water for 3 years. This new experiment...
I know how important it is, Professor. I'll separate the elements.
Good luck, Jay, and be careful.
Long into the night, the young scientist works, alone, mixing and separating the bubbling liquids.
3:30. Boy, I need a break.
Leaning back on the lab stool, Jay's elbow brushes against a glass retort filled with liquid.
Oh, no, the liquid. The gas. I can't. It's too powerful. I can't breathe.
Overcome by the powerful gas released by the chemicals, Jay slumps to the floor beside the broken glass. All night long, Jay inhales the atomic fumes of the elements of hard water. Early next morning, the anxious professor returns to find Jay's body lying on the lab floor.
Jay! Jay, answer me! Oh, my boy. Help! Somebody help me!
Oh, Professor, it's Jay! What's happened?
I don't know. This gas, it's a new element. Call an ambulance. We must get him to the hospital immediately.
In the hospital, Jay hovers between life and death for weeks. But slowly, his young, healthy body wins the fight for life.
Oh, boy. Nurse, that food tasted good. I could eat a horse.
You'll eat mush for another week and like it.
I don't want to alarm you, Professor, but this is strange.
Why, what is it, Doctor?
Well, unless the specialist from New York is crazy, your boy'll be the fastest thing that ever walked on the earth.
What? But...
Science knows that the elements of hard water will speed up a person's reflexes, making him act much quicker than ordinarily by an intake of its gases. Jay can walk, talk, run, and think swifter than the speed of light, Why, he'll probably be able to outrace a bullet. He is a freak of science. The freak of science is soon to give his new powers their first test. With his recovery completed, he is dressing to leave his hospital bedroom when he sees his girl, Joan, outside the window in the street below.
Joan! Joan, wait up! Too far away, she can't hear me. I've got to catch her.
In his anxiety, the patient discovers that the doctors are right.
Whee! Can I travel?
What was that? What's that? Look, it's ghosts!
Patients, doctors, and nurses are all startled. All they can see is a blur rushing past them, through the hospital, down the stairs and out into the street, and alongside Joan.
Joan, wait, it's me, Jay.
Where did you come from? All of a sudden, you're next to me. Oh, Jay, I'm so glad to see you. I'm on my way to get the science book from the library.
You were? Well, let me instead.
Like a streak of lightning, Jay disappears from Joan's side and flashes into the library. Whisking a book from the shelves, he startles the librarian.
Oh, you sprang from thin air.
Would you please stamp this book for me? Thank you.
He's disappeared. I'm going to faint. I think I will. Oh.
Here's your book, Joan.
Why, you got it. And you weren't even gone 2 seconds. Jay, what's happened to you?
Well, it scares me, sort of, but I guess I'm a freak of science. Anyhow, will you go to that dance with me?
I will, Jay. If you'll consent to play in the state game. With you in there, we can't lose.
All right, Joan. But it's just for you.
But that weekend, the state game finds Jay still on the bench, with his university team devastated and scoreless in the final quarter.
Oh, no! Bull Tryon's hurt! That does it. We've got nobody left. All right, Garrick, you may as well get in there. It's 30-0. Now it'll be 90-0.
I'll show him, Coach. Boy, are they in for a surprise. Hang on, everybody. Here we go.
Jay rushes into the huddle. They line up.
Signals, 52, 53, 19, Hank!
Jay takes the snap from center, and streaking down the field faster than the eye can follow, he scores a touchdown. Again and again, the flashing form streaks down the field to even the score. The opposing team is helpless against this ghostly hurricane.
Signal, 57, 44.
In between signals, Jay disappears into the grandstand.
How am I doing, Joan?
Oh, why, wonderful.
And he is back on the field before signals are over.
39, 17, height!
Game ends with the score 65-30 in favor of Midwestern University. Jay finds himself the hero of the day.
Boy, this is the stuff. A football star and a date with Joan tonight.
The year sweeps by as Joan and Jay graduate with honors. They both go to New York, where Jay becomes an assistant professor in atomic research. But his strange abilities, his incredible speed, find no useful outlet in his research work. A growing compulsion touches Jay's mind as he reads the evening newspapers.
Racketeers wreck stores. Elude police again. Maybe the police weren't fast enough for them. Something ought to be done about this. It would be easy for me, but my identity must remain a secret. I'll need a disguise.
That night, the gangsters are visited by a figure clad in the wings of Mercury, a human bolt of lightning, the Flash.
Hey, where'd he go? He made the boss cough up all the dough, and then he disappears right in front of you.
I'm quitting this racket. I'm selling papers from now on.
His task accomplished, Jay returns to his room.
I feel better turning my speed into fighting crime. I feel useful to humanity.
And so, the Flash is born. Slowly, as he closes the pages of the old comic book, Barry Allen thinks about the story he has just finished reading.
Jay Garrick, the original Flash, never bothered to wear a mask. Yet somehow his secret identity remained safe. But now that I am the fastest man alive, because of exactly the same kind of accident, I wonder, can I too get away without wearing a mask? I've already started to fight crime and injustice wearing a uniform like the old Flash, but I wrapped up those cases without being seen. What would happen if the whole world discovered that Barry Allen and the Flash were the same person? What harm would it do? I must think about it, reach a decision, and I mustn't make a mistake.
As Barry Allen sits, lost in thought, a scene begins to take shape in his mind's eye. A vision of the jam-packed convention hall in Central City, as the National Science Conference is about to hear an electrifying announcement from the lips of Barry Allen.
Yes, gentlemen, I am the Flash. I have come here today in order to reveal my discovery of super speed, even though I don't know the exact details of the process myself.
Just one moment, Mr. Allen.
Yes, sir?
This is a rather fantastic claim you're making. Now, although we've heard of him, since none of us here has ever seen the Flash, perhaps you'd be good enough to give us a little demonstration.
Very good idea.
Actions speak louder than words, Mr. Allen, especially to scientists. How about showing us some of your super speed?
Definitely, sir. That's just why I have prepared a little demonstration, which I will...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry to interrupt this meeting, but we have a shocking report. A huge tornado has been sighted bearing down on Central City, and we are directly in its path. Forgetting the speaker's platform in the terrible excitement, the assembled scientific audience rushes outside to be greeted by an awesome sight.
Look at it! It's enormous! Oh, a tornado that size could cause terrible damage!
Find some shelter quickly.
As the panicked crowd begins to flee, one figure among them has already sprung into action.
Look! What's Barry Allen doing?
He pressed his ring and the Flash uniform is spurting out.
Instantly, the uniform has enlarged in contact with the air, and Barry has donned it over his regular clothes, streaking into action in front of the crowd as the Flash.
I've got to halt that tornado, and at the same time, I'll give the scientists the demonstration they were asking for. By circling at super speed, I'll set up a mass of whirling air that is rotating in a clockwise direction, the opposite direction from that tornado.
Look! The Flash has set up an opposing whirlwind!
Going to clash with the tornado!
He's done it! The Flash has destroyed the tornado!
He saved Central City!
Well, then Barry Allen really is the Flash! Hey, I gotta get to a phone! Call my paper! This is front page news! Out of my way!
As Barry Allen returns to his natural guise, he receives the grateful thanks and the praise of the National Science Conference. All over Central City, the press announcements flash the news that the Scarlet Speedster's identity has finally been revealed. But an unforeseen danger awaits Barry. As he returns to resume his job at police headquarters, he finds a huge crowd blocking the entrance to the building.
Hey, here he is! Barry Allen!
Oh, sign my autograph book, Mr. Allen! I just want to touch him. He's the Flash! Oh!
Hey, easy there. Stop it, please.
Oh, he's so handsome. Flash, I want to start a fan club for you.
I got his hand!
They're going to rip me apart. This is terrible. I'll need a police escort just to get to my job. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, he's gone! Where'd he go?
Streaking back to his apartment for safety, Barry Allen manages to elude the attacking mob of admirers.
Phew, I made it. But if this kind of thing happens every time I'm seen in public, I'll have to live like a hermit.
We want Barry Allen. We want
What's that?
We want Barry Allen.
We want the Flash!
Oh, no. They found out where I live. They're outside my building. I can't take this. Huh? My remote control signal from police headquarters. Let's see. The burglar alarm at 820 Fenwick Drive has been tripped. A call for the Flash to handle. Now, I'll get right out to Fenwick Drive at super speed.
There he is!
Here comes the Flash!
No! The crowd out there. I've got to get through them without wasting a moment. They're so closely packed, I can't get out. I don't dare try to vibrate through them at super speed. I might hurt someone that way. I'll have to go back inside the building and out the back way. I hope that's clear. Made it. I'm clear at last. And I hope that delay wasn't costing me.
Seconds later, on the other side of town.
Here it is, number 820. Samuel Hayden, the wealthy art collector, lives here. But I remember reading that he was away on a European trip. The door lock has been smashed. Great Scott! The walls are bare. They've made off with his entire collection. It must have been a gang, and they need transportation. Wait, that delivery truck I passed, just as I arrived. The crooks might have been in there. I've got to check, if I can catch them. There they are, up ahead.
Hey, what was that?
Look out! What you doing?
Mr. Flash!
Oh, no! He's in back of us now! Quick, stop the truck! Ditch the loot! We'll split up and run for it! Hey! What's happening? We're being lifted up off of the road!
Hey, the Flash! I can hardly see him! He's waving his arms! Hey! What a wind!
Plug him!
How can I plug him when I can't even hardly see him?
We're still off the ground, and we're moving so fast, I can't even breathe!
The Flash! He's pushing us right toward that police station!
Why, sakes, what a sight! It's the Flash, delivering us a truck!
With a truckload of presents, officer. Arrest those men in there. They just robbed the Hayden house.
Well, thank you, Flash.
Hey, it's him. It's the Flash.
Oh, no. Here we go again. Stop it. Let go of me. No. Help.
The surging crowd in front of the police station crushes in and surrounds the helpless Flash. But fortunately, the whole horrible scene has been a part of the picture in Barry Allen's mind. The daydream he has had as he sits, holding the pages of the early Flash comic book, trying to make a vital decision.
That settles it. I can imagine all of that happening. Those crowds surrounding me, making it impossible for me to work unhampered. This proves to me that no one must ever suspect that I, Barry Allen, am the Flash. I must wear a mask. It's too dangerous otherwise. I'll extend the cowl of my uniform over my head and cut holes in it to form a tight-fitting mask. That's it.
And so Barry Allen reaches a vital decision in his career. Never to reveal the truth of his disguise. That is why the identity of the Flash must forever remain a secret.